Hello friends, and welcome to your very own channel, Sochta Hero. Today, we are going to talk about something that has the power to completely transform your life. The power of dreams and purpose. Friends, every success begins with a dream. Without dreams, there is no direction. Think about it. If humans had never dreamed, there would be no airplanes, no mobile phones, no computers, and none of the amazing innovations that make our lives easier today. A dream is the seed that grows into the tree of success. But remember, a dream alone is not enough. To turn a dream into reality, you need a clear purpose, a strong plan, and above all, unshakable belief. Greater than, if your dreams are not big, your life will never be big. Look at the lives of great people. Nelson Mandela, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Allama Iqbal, or even modern entrepreneurs like Elon Musk. All of them had one thing in common. They dreamed big, and then they chased those dreams with passion and determination. But here's the truth. Dreaming is easy. Standing firm behind that dream is hard. On the way, people will laugh at you, they will doubt you, they will try to stop you. But if you don't give up, one day those same people will tell your story as an example of success. Energizing moment for the audience. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what is my dream? Where do I want to reach in life? Is my dream only for myself, or does it benefit others too? When your dream is big, your energy will also be big. Small dreams only give you joy while you sleep. Big dreams wake you up and push you into action. Storytelling example. Once, a farmer planted seeds in his field every single day. Someone asked him, "Why do you work so hard? You don't even know if it will rain. You don't know if the crop will grow. Why waste your energy?" The farmer replied, "Planting seeds is my job. Bringing rain is God's job. But if I don't plant the seeds, then even rain will be useless. In the same way, dreaming is your job. Turning it into reality requires patience, effort, and faith." Welcome back, friends, to Sochta Hero. We talked about the power of dreams and purpose. But today, in part 2, we are going to dive into something even more essential. The importance of hard work and patience. Because no matter how big your dream is, without hard work and patience, it will always remain just a dream. Core message. Dreams give you direction, but hard work is the vehicle that takes you there. Patience is the fuel that keeps that vehicle moving, even when the road is rough. Think about it. A student may dream of becoming a doctor, but without long nights of study, it's impossible. An athlete may dream of winning a medal, but without years of training, discipline, and sweat, the dream will never come true. A business person may dream of building an empire, but without consistency, sacrifices, and patience, it will collapse before it starts. Example, storytelling. Thomas Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." He failed over 1,000 times while trying to invent the light bulb, but every failure taught him something new. Every mistake brought him one step closer to success. Imagine if he had given up after just 10 or 50 attempts. The world would still be in darkness. This shows that hard work and patience are not optional. They are the foundation of success. Motivational moment. Friends, let me tell you a harsh truth. There are no shortcuts to success. Every shortcut you take may look easy today, but it will cost you tomorrow. True success only comes when you are willing to go through the pain, the struggle, and the waiting. Patience doesn't mean sitting still. Patience means working consistently every single day, even when results are not visible yet. Real-life reflection. Ask yourself, am I willing to put in the work even when no one is watching? Am I patient enough to keep going even when life tests me with failures? Do I truly believe that hard work always pays off, even if it takes time? If the answer is yes, then nothing can stop you. Welcome back, friends, to Sochta Hero. So far, we've discussed the power of dreams and the importance of hard work and patience. Now it's time to face a reality that every successful person has gone through: failure. Yes, failure. The word that scares most people, but in truth, it is the hidden teacher of success. Core message: failure is not the end of the road. It's a bend in the road. It's not a sign to quit. It's a lesson to learn. Every time you fail, life is simply asking you, are you serious about your dream? Do you really have the courage to stand back up? And those who answer yes become legends. Storytelling. Example. Take the story of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players in history. He was cut from his high school basketball team. His coach told him he wasn't good enough. But instead of quitting, Jordan used failure as fuel. He practiced harder, worked longer, and built himself into the best player the game had ever seen. He later said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Failure became his stepping stone. Audience motivation. Friends, let me ask you something. Have you ever failed an exam? Have you ever been rejected in a job interview? Have you ever tried something and watched it collapse in front of you? If yes, then congratulations. You're one step closer to success if you choose to rise again. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not failure. It's how they respond to failure. Real-life reflection. Ask yourself, when I fail, do I quit? Or do I try again, stronger? Do I allow failure to break me, or do I let it build me? Am I willing to fail 100 times if it means I'll succeed on the 101st attempt? In the last part, we talked about turning failure into success. Now let's talk about two powerful weapons that every hero must carry: self-confidence and positive thinking. Core message. Self-confidence is the belief that I can. Positive thinking is the belief that even if it's hard, it's still possible. Together, they form the mindset of a winner. Without confidence, your talents remain hidden. Without positivity, your journey becomes heavy. But when you combine both, nothing in the world can stop you. Storytelling. Example. There was once a young man who dreamed of becoming a writer. His first book was rejected by publishers, not once, not twice, but 27 times. But he believed in himself. He kept writing, kept improving, and kept thinking positively. That young man was Dr. Seuss, who later became one of the most successful authors in history. If he had lost confidence after the first rejection, the world would never have read his books. Motivational moment. Friends, let's be honest. The world will always try to shake your confidence. People will tell you, you can't do it. It's impossible. You don't have what it takes. But remember, the loudest voice you hear is not theirs. It's yours. If you tell yourself, I can, then you will. Positive thinking in action. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing problems with the belief that solutions exist. Imagine two people standing in front of a mountain. One says, "This mountain is too high. I can never climb it." The other says, "This mountain is high, but one step at a time, I will reach the top." Guess who makes it to the summit? It's not about strength. It's about mindset. Practical tips for building confidence. 1. Speak positively to yourself. Replace "I can't" with "I will try." 2. Surround yourself with positive people. Energy is contagious. 3. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward matters. 4. Visualize success. See yourself winning before it happens. We've talked about dreams, hard work, failure, and self-confidence. But now, let's talk about the fire that keeps everything alive. Courage, determination, and the attitude of never giving up. Core message: courage is standing tall in the face of fear. Determination is continuing the journey when the road gets tough. And never giving up is the spirit that separates winners from quitters. Life will test you. It will throw storms at you. But if your heart is brave, your focus is clear, and your spirit refuses to quit, you will rise again and again. Storytelling example. Think about Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. At the age of 65, he had nothing. No money, no business, no future. But he had a recipe and the determination to share it. He was rejected by restaurants over 1,000 times before someone finally said yes. Most people would have given up after 10 rejections, maybe 50. But Sanders refused to quit. And today, his brand is recognized all over the world. That is the power of courage and determination. Audience motivation. Friends, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. When your business fails, start again. When your exam score is low, study harder. When people laugh at your dream, let their laughter fuel your determination. The secret is simple: winners never quit, and quitters never win. Real-life reflection. Ask yourself, do I let fear control me, or do I control fear? When life knocks me down, do I rise stronger or stay on the ground? Am I willing to fight for my dream until the very last breath? If your answer is yes, then nothing can stop you. Practical steps to build courage and determination. 1. Face small fears daily. Each victory makes you stronger. 2. Set clear goals. Determination grows when the target is visible. 3. Learn from failure. Every setback is preparation for a comeback. 4. Commit publicly. When people know your goal, you fight harder to achieve it. We've talked about courage, determination, and never giving up. Now let's talk about two of the most precious tools for success: time and discipline. Core message: time is the most valuable resource you have. Money lost can be earned again. Opportunities missed can come back. But time once gone is gone forever. And discipline is how you respect your time. Without discipline, time slips through your fingers. With discipline, time becomes your greatest ally. Storytelling example. Think about successful athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo. Why is he at the top? Talent alone? Number. It's his discipline. Waking up early, training when others rest, eating right, sleeping right, and giving thousands of hours to practice. Success didn't come overnight. It came from valuing every single minute. Audience motivation. Friends, ask yourself honestly, how many hours do you waste on things that don't build your future? Scrolling endlessly, sleeping late, procrastinating. Remember this: greater than you can make excuses or you can make progress, but you cannot make both. Discipline is hard in the beginning, but easy in the long run. Laziness feels easy in the beginning, but painful in the long run. Real-life reflection. Ask yourself, am I spending my time or am I wasting it? Do I control my habits or do my habits control me? If I keep living today the same way, What will my tomorrow look like? Practical tips for time and discipline. 1. Wake up early. Own your morning. Own your day. 2. Plan your day. A written plan saves hours of confusion. 3. Prioritize. Focus on what brings long-term success, not just short-term comfort. 4. Cut distractions. Social media, gossip, and laziness are thieves of time. 5. Be consistent. Discipline is not about one day, it's about every day. So far, we've explored dreams, hard work, failure, confidence, courage, and discipline. Now it's time to talk about something greater than personal success: leadership and inspiring others. Because true success is not just about reaching the top yourself, it's about helping others climb with you. Core message: a leader is not someone who simply gives orders. A leader is someone who sets an example, inspires others, and creates more leaders. Leadership is influence, and influence comes from character, vision, and service. Storytelling. Example. Think about Mahatma Gandhi. He didn't have armies, money, or weapons, but he had the ability to inspire people. He led through example, through courage, and through his vision of freedom. And because of his leadership, millions stood up with him. Or look at Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who led a whole nation towards independence with determination, vision, and words that inspired millions. These examples show us that leadership is not about power, it's about responsibility. Audience motivation. Friends, ask yourself, do I inspire people, or do I pull them down? Do I lead by example, or do I only speak without action? Am I making others better, or only focusing on myself? A true leader lifts others. A true leader doesn't create followers. A true leader creates more leaders. Real-life reflection. Leadership begins at home, at school, at work, in your community. When you help a friend study, you are leading. When you encourage a teammate, you are leading. When you choose honesty over lies, you are leading. Leadership is not about age or position. It's about attitude and action. Practical steps to become a leader who inspires. 1. Lead by example. Do what you expect others to do. 2. Communicate clearly. Great leaders inspire with words of vision and hope. 3. Serve others. Leadership is about service, not ego. 4. Stay humble. True leaders don't let success make them arrogant. 5. Empower others. Share knowledge, give confidence, and lift people higher.